Okay, so I got most of the way chopped around, and I got this nice groove around the character. Now, what that means is I have separated basically as much stuff into a transparency layer as I could. Now I have to chop out the rest. Now I can employ different tricks in this point because there's a nice groove. So I could probably use the magic wand tool and see how many different separations I get. I might have to turn out the tolerance to like maybe 20%. Okay, that looks pretty good. Maybe 10. This is a game. This is I might not need know the exact value that is required to actually cut this person out. I just know tips and tricks along the way to cut him out. So if you find something that works a little bit better for you, please share. Okay, so maybe 5% tolerancy. That's a lot of value. The problem with cutting it out this way is you're going to get a lot of excess cleanup that you got to worry about. So, you have a deciding factor here. Well, this big part at least I can get rid of. And I think the rest of the values I'm just going to cut out by hand. I'm just used to doing it that way. So brush, I'm going to change to a different brush however now that I worked away around the character, the outline. I'm going to cut using a hard brush. Oh, and the eraser tool instead of the brush tool. Oops. Okay, and you could turn this layer off if it really helps you. Some people like the checkerboard, some people don't. I find if I'm looking at the checkerboard too long, it gives me a huge freaking headache. So that's your decision whether you want to look at that or not. Right now, it's not affecting me too bad, so I'm just going to keep continuing to scrub around this character until I get rid of this ugly brown. It worked good for the original illustration, but now it's time to go away. Sometimes it'll zoom way in for this. Maybe I'll cut all the big chunks out like this. There. Now I just worry about the outside edge. And the more I zoom in, the more that becomes bigger too. So I can just use a big brush and just scrub around the outside. So in Photoshop, it's all about where you're zoomed in at. Zoom too far in, it looks, and if you do digital painting too zoomed in, it looks kind of awkward. But if you're cutting around a character like this and you're zoomed in, it works out rather well. Okay, in the next video, after I get done cutting all this stuff, I show you how to draw a vector path around the character and show you what I'm going to do with that vector path.